Always that I have to protect my girls. He loves his family more than anything.
Robert Duncan's family devastated as they remember the young man whose life ended far too soon. That's our top story tonight. We are getting to know the young man who was murdered just before the year. We'll hear from his family in just a moment, but first, the first steps towards justice for his senseless murder have been taken. 5 teenagers are charged in connection to the 17-year-old's murder. Their charges range from capital murder to tampering with evidence. These 3 teens are accused of murder: 17-year-old Larry West, 18-year-old Zayden Hayes, and 18-year-old Rogelio Cadena. 2 more teens are facing charges related to Duncan's murder: 18-year-old Rogelio Vasquez. He's charged with tampering with evidence, and 17-year-old John Hayes is charged with interfering with public duties. We know that at least 2 of the teens were arrested last night, just hours after Duncan's body was found. The remaining teens were arrested today. As police and the sheriff's office piece together what happened the night of Robert's death, his family are coming to terms with the worst news possible. Their loved one is gone. Sammy Steele met them today at a park where Robert spent a lot of time as a kid. Sammy?
Tatum, I met with Robert Duncan's mom, stepdad, and one of his sisters today. We met at Beale Park, which was one of Robert's favorite places in Midland. It's where he loved to skateboard with his friends and his uncle, who taught him the hobby. Through the tears, his family telling me story after story about the kind of son, brother, uncle, and friend Robert was. Robert Duncan's family is living a nightmare.
Like, I'm spinning and spinning and spinning, and everything is just a blur. And I just want to wake up and my son just walk through the door. I want the police to call me and say, "We're sorry, that wasn't your son, it was somebody else, and we're gonna keep looking and find your baby." But it's him. They identified it as him.
Searching the fields of South Midland County for nearly 24 hours, deputies found Robert's body in a mobile home community. He had been shot.
All I wanted my baby with a broken arm or anything. I just wanted my baby. I did not want them to find his body. I wanted them to find my baby and give him back to me, whether he was broken or bruised. I just wanted him.
At the first sign of danger, Robert's mother held on to hope, even rounding up a search party of her own, vowing to do whatever it took to bring her son home.
Because he was left out there Friday, but it left him out there longer. And he was cold, and I stayed cold, and I didn't eat because all I could think that was that my baby was freezing, and he was hungry, and he was scared, and I wanted him to know I was there trying to find him, and I was really holding on to the hope that a group of people had him.
His mom tells me Robert was a good kid who just got caught up in a bad situation.
I don't know what to do. I've been his mama for half of my life. I don't know. Half of my life has been holding him and raising him and loving him. I don't know what to do.
Just one day at a time.
My baby grew up with me. My baby's always been at my side. He's always been there to help me, even as a baby, and he knew I was sad. He would crawl up in my lap and just put his head on my chest.
Tonight, she's clinging to the sweet memories shared by those who knew and loved her son.
Robert is absolutely amazing. Everyone loves Robert. I've been getting messages from teachers all throughout his childhood, and they're sending me pictures that they have cherished over the years of my boy. He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. He has the biggest heart, cares about everybody. He's got 4 sisters, and he has a niece. And me, and he always said, I have to protect my girls. He loves his family more than anything.
Robert had recently moved out of his mom's house to become more independent. He planned on joining the military after graduating from Lee High School, where he played clarinet in the marching band. Off camera, the family told me that Robert had already planned his Father's Day gift for his stepdad, who doesn't have any kids of his own. He was going to change his name and get officially adopted by him.
tragic. Sammy, thank you. Robert's family is waiting on the autopsy to be performed before they set a date for a funeral. The family is asking for donations to help cover that service. You can find that information on our website, newswest9.com.